Welcome to RecapReels, your gateway to captivating stories in just a few minutes. Let's dive right in. Lilith, the devil's daughter, gives harmful advice online in a skyscraper while her teacher is jailed. Her father releases the teacher and chastises her for skipping class. Satan dares his daughter to envy. Lilith, a designer, suggests shopping with different women, criticizing their clothes, and stealing. Once done, they'll continue. Since people choose evil, she can only tempt them without magic. After her proof, the devil dismisses her appeal to return to humanity. He then gives the teacher a choice: teach his daughter or dust files in the cellar forever. Teacher chooses cellar and leaves. Lilith stomps and burns a rug because her father thinks she's too young to use her skills. She recommends a year of probation to prove herself to her father that night. The devil targeted her for a week. If successful, she will work in the field service. Otherwise, she will live in the cellar with her ex-teacher forever. Lilith reconsiders and agrees. Lilith and Satan work tomorrow. Greta Bernstein's family welcomes Lilith because they expect her to visit the school. Satan gives her a black Lochnar emotion sphere. If not cold-blooded, orb color changes. After reaching a little house, Greta smiles at Lilith. Greta rushes to hug Lilith, who recoils. Lilith sneezes after Greta's mother, Sibylla, hugs her. Lilith complains about her guest's car etiquette, but her father says to finish in a week. Greta's dad, Gabriel, cooks garden veggies next. Greta says her father sings to plants, and Lilith asks cynically. Family clears plates after dinner. Lilith deliberately drops Greta's plates. Greta takes responsibility for the damaged plates. Sibylla comforts her daughter, and Gabriel finds shattered dishes lucky. Lilith finds this debate puzzling. Lilith mocks Greta for being polite in her room, but Greta claims she was taught to smile and ignore when she had nothing positive to say. Greta forbids Lilith vices. She hides in the bathroom while dressed to sway Greta. While abroad, Lilith finds Greta's wardrobe has a boy image wall. Lilith gets an idea. Next day, Greta offers Lilith a school bike, but she declines. Greta hates school buses. Melody and Daria call Greta a loser. Greta informs Lilith about the girls' band. Eddie, the headmaster's son, leads kids. He yells at bus riders and chews Greta's hair. Eddie feels Lilith is taunting them by promising later. Greta warns Lilith not to bother Eddie, but she does. Chugs Melody's smell. Eddie fears her brighter hair flames. Papenhoff, the headmaster, chastises Samuel for smoking on the roof ledge when they arrive at school. Papenhoff threatens to call the fire brigade, but Samuel hops to another roof to entertain his classmates. Lilith uploads math exam answers on a tablet for Greta to copy. Greta finds Lilith copied the wrong answer sheet when passing. She mouths the page quickly, shocking the teacher. Lilith appreciates Greta's maliciousness after class, saying it saved her. They pass the headmaster's office and hear Papenhoff announce Sadell Eddie's Hemholes Quartet's festival comeback. Papenhoff kept referencing his school-sponsored Africa trip. Sadell disagrees. Lilith sees Greta's crush Carlo's girlfriend asking him about cheating outdoors. After their breakup, Greta believes Carlo is a womanizer and never told her his plans. Lilith asks Greta for licorice. Lilith bribes Carlo to impress Greta overseas. Carlo accepts, but Lilith halves the bill and gives him the second when he dumps Greta in 3 days. Lilith smokes in an alley with Samuel watching. Eddie and his friends think Samuel stole his Rolex. Samuel dodges and climbs roofs, therefore Lilith. Ripped signs hit kids. Friends Eddie and friends depart impressed. After Samuel throws the watch to a stranger, Lilith is welcomed to a food booth. Samuel saves. Lilith claims he threw away a Rolex to irritate Eddie. His local cafe idea appeals to Lilith, who has never been. Samuel proposes Lilith watch from a church tower against her concerns. To avoid church murals, Lilith warms holy water and flicks Bible pages. Lilith rejoices at the tower. She suggests stealing from the church without displaying weakness, but Samuel says he only steals from jerks. She hurries down the stairs, sneezing after his kisses. Greta exclaims about Carlo inviting her to his band practice tomorrow when Lilith gets home bewildered. So she tells Lilith her expression makes her uncomfortable. Greta says, Samuel made her fall in love. Lilith sees pink Lochnar after Greta leaves. When her father calls to check on her, she overhears a staff member want to be fired since he's in love. Lilith thought demons couldn't fall in love, but the devil says they may and become useless. This worries Lilith. Greta concerns about wearing revealing clothes to school after Lilith's date makeover. Teens fight parents over Lilith's claim Carlo wants it. It convinces Greta Lilith is watching. A stone is thrown outside the window, so they search the roof for Samuel. Greta convinces Lilith to see him after she declines. After Lilith climbs the roof, Samuel apologizes for kissing. Lilith descends against his invitation. Only when upset, Samuel calls her cute. Lilith sleeps poorly, and Lochnar turns pink when rejecting love. Next day, Lilith makes Greta show her mother her clothes. After Lochnar turns black again, Lilith prefers Sibylla to discipline her. Lilith says Greta may decide, but the mother says she must comply or go home. To avoid expulsion, Lilith softens. Greta and she dress for school. Lilith tells Greta to confront Melody and Daria about clothes at the bus stop. Eddie cannot ignite her hair from behind. Lilith elbows him and crushes his nose without notice. On the journey, Greta explains her mother thinks personality defines them, not clothes. Following trends makes them fashion victims, says Sibylla. Lilith feels Greta's curiosity would make everyone friends. Lily thinks fast. Lilith touts Sibylla's new IFW success at school. Melody and Daria disagree with Lilith's refusal to wear untrendy attire. Lilith left wanting, Greta envied. She tells her to boast. To disgrace Greta, she makes her pose in her clothes. Carlo instantly recognizes Greta, inspiring a posture. Lilith's Sibylla clothes. Photoshop posts fool Melody and Daria. Poppenhoff accused Lilith of hitting her child and brought her to the headmaster. She laughs despite her mistakes. Seeing her unafraid, Poppenhoff tells Sadell to make an example of her. Sadell gives Lilith a candy bar outside since he hates the headmaster and son. Everybody leaves school following the fire alarm. Samuel claims he set the alarm to ship Lilith. Greta acts arrogantly like Lilith advised as Melody and Daria approach. Greta lets her mother sew her clothes but acts awkwardly to appear tough. Lilith gives Greta a cosmetics box before departing for Carlo. She scares Eddie, who flees for his bike. Never biking, she crawls to Samuel in the alley. Lilith and Samuel beach play. Greta observes Carlo prepare Melody and Daria for the school festival with her choir skills. Greta advises Daria sing thirds lower. After the girls decline, Carlo surprises Greta by inviting her to sing. Improved harmony pleases Carlo. Sadell tells Melody and Daria that the headmaster won't allow them perform at the festival because of their online explosive music video. Samuel volunteers to save Lilith on the beach when she says her father would imprison her. He kisses Lilith again. Lilith pursues other couples to avoid falling in love. At the market, she meets Gabriel. Lilith wants to go home but answers her father's when asked. Carlo walks Greta home and offers band membership. Gabriel's automobile with Lilith interrupts Greta's first kiss. Greta cries in her chamber, ashamed and doubting Carlo's sincerity. Lilith feels bad and says Carlo likes her. Greta compliments her and says she adores Carlo, reminding Lilith of Samuel. Lilith suggests Greta remove makeup to change topics, gets Lilith's beauty bag and visits Lochnar. Greta is surprised when Lilith touches it turns pink. Lilith labels it her thermometer. Lilith helps Greta in the garden and says her father only allow her remain if she act inappropriately. She stays home Saturday due to illness. Greta suggests Lilith spend 2 days. Lilith does something evil to stay. Greta nervously hugs Lilith, hoping it helps. Greta offers Melody and Daria her mom's clothes the next day to lure them. Carlo kisses her again. Lilith kidnaps him, breaching contract. Carlo loves Greta. Greta discovers Lilith got half the bill. After understanding the truth, Greta mournfully confronts Lilith, thinking she was her friend. Lilith sees Samuel throw his Berlin ticket into the sea in a bottle at the beach. Let her help him graduate. Lilith regrets helping a rebel graduate. Lilith thinks Samuel was her worst before leaving. Greta learns Lilith broke up with Samuel on the bus because he makes her evilous. She shows her evilness by showing Lochnar is largely pink instead of black. Greta consoles Lilith as she collapses, indicating she may not be evil. Lilith believes her father will take her back despite shielding her from Carlo. Lilith embraces Greta before helping. Melody and Daria announce festival day plot to Greta. Greta sees Carlo's Papanoff flash. Melody and Daria sprinkled coat itch powder in the changing room. The devil separates. Lilith joins him in theater. His query is regarding Greta if Lily fails. Carlo replaces his images with embarrassing Photoshop ones as Pappenhoff speaks, making the audience laugh. He begs Sadell to deport the perpetrator after seeing the images. Bad suits annoy the Helmholtz quartet. The devil thinks Lilith sent the 4 backstage mid-concert, but Lilith denies it. The headmaster is shocked when Melody, Daria, and Greta appear, impress the crowd. Pappenhoff confronts Sadell for allowing it. The teacher alleges Pappenhoff is under investigation for school financial embezzlement. Greta is inspired by her best buddy. They impressed Greta, so Satan is impressed. Greta throws her mother's dress into the crowd and the girls fight over it, surprising Sibylla. Satan praises and titles his daughter field representative after the play. Lochnar is his priority. Lilith gently retrieves the dark object. Lilith claims the people are disgustingly gorgeous and the devil can remedy it. Greta stays with Lilith after he leaves. Greta hugs Lochnar and admits to faking the disaster using black nail polish to save her friend. Lilith tears and runs to Samuel after thanking Greta. Sibylla questions Greta's behavior, but her husband says she's adolescent. Greta appears and Sibylla imitates. With minimal makeup, Greta tells her mother. Greta kisses Carlo on stage before going to the dressing room in front of her family. Lilith apologizes to Samuel at the bus terminal before he leaves for Berlin. She proclaims love and pushes him to stay. Lilith fires his ticket with her finger as he turns away after kissing him to keep him. Samuel burns with intent. Good and evil she is. Thank you for joining me in this video. If you enjoyed this recap, remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more captivating stories on RecapReels.